line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up. Finger to the sky and a green light shining bright. The only thing I have in mind is the finish line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Pizza Race TV Live as we are now here in Atlanta, Georgia, in old school Atlanta. It is time for the ON Landmore Speedway to feel the wrath and the power of GOAT Racing League's Race City Sports Memorabilia Truck Series here on Pizza Race TV. I go what I have the Crusader Chris Driver out of the car from Watkins Glen and out on the track, ready to race them down here. We're going to get ready to sit them on fire down. 40 drivers in the lineup. I've got some work to do. Here is our starting lineup. On the pole, in the 87, it is Steve Rudder. The outside, number 26, Jose Gonzalez. Row number 2 is Anthony M. Calatani in the 84, the outside. The number 5, Chad Goldman. Row number 3 is Brian V. Macklin. The number 30, outside. The number 19, Tyler Dalton. Row number 4 is Mike Kelly. On the outside, the number 43 is Samuel Horrell. Row number 5 is Scott Simley in the 7, the outside. And the number 60, John Eggman Jr. Row number 6 is Nick Rader in the 80, the outside. In the 82, it is Shannon Wood. Row number 7 is going to be Charles Van Schaik in the 23, the outside. That 41, E.J. Orick. Row number 8 is Krista Hall in the 44, the outside. And the number 42, it is Dakota Kramer. Row number 9 is Zach Rongatich in the number 3, the outside. It is going to be the 15 of Joe Hudson. Row number 10 is Alan Wild in the 75, the outside. In the 89, Russell Ottaway. Row number 11 is going to be the 25 of Ernest King, the outside. In the 48, it is Randy Kutching. Row number 12 is going to be the 37 of Alberto Abar, and the outside. In the 12, Aaron Axton Jackson. Row number 13 is going to be the 24, or excuse me, row number 13 is the 24, the 14 of Joey Gattin to the outside, and the 8 is Maurice Burnett. Row number 14, back on the track here, is the 97 Jeff Ramsdale, the outside, and the 93 Bud Shearer. Row number 15 is the 22 John Fowler, the outside, in the number 80 James Smith. Row number 16 is Casey Duncan, the sunny one on the outside, and Ron Holyfield in the 11. Row number 17 is Joseph Atchison in the 45 on the outside, and the 024, Cody DeForge. Row number 18 is David Scott in the 31 on the outside, and 79 is Trey Edison. Row number 19 is piloted by Cody Sturgeon on the 24 on the outside, and the 07, Dijon Monte. And at last, in row number 21, Jerry Livingston in the 96, the outside of the 36, Richard Crane. Race fans, this is the largest lineup the Truck Series has ever brought to Atlanta Motor Speedway on the 08 configuration. What will happen here? What is about to go down? We're about to find out here in just a few short minutes. Off the corners into the straight, we're bringing them down. Here we go, Racing Sports Memorabilia Truck Series are at it in Atlanta. Field right now currently working their way through the edges of the engagements here. Every driver for themselves trying to figure out where and when they can make their move and make their mark. Major drives off down out the back straightaway. Gary J. worked before he weren't going out here with Scott Simley. Meanwhile, right in front of him, the 60 of John Higgins Jr. picking off where he left off with Tyler Dahl in the 19, as well as that 5 of Jack Coleman with the 88 of Nick Rader. Not far behind, and definitely giving himself a little bit more room for error and a little bit more time to be had. Far Ritter with the early lead, Jose Gonzalez as well, kind of keeping himself under control. Anthony M. Calatani, though, waiting and waiting, just trying to avoid any conflicts of interest or any issues that could really plague him later. Entering in this race today, race fans, again, we're looking at 20 lap stage 1, 50 lap stage 2, 51 laps to finish it out. And everybody in between. Trying to get the momentum and trying to build the speed up to keep on at and keep on going. Clipping their way right on down around right now, nearly 3 deep in. EJ Work keeping the outside, trying to get a run early, looking for some openings on the outside. Again, there are multiple ways to run Atlanta. There are multiple ways to jump ahead of the field, but the only way to really get anything going here is to dictate the pace, to dictate the momentum, and to reel in every position you can, just to hold on. But Gonzalez right out of the gate here, he's already making quite a bit of a show of himself, making sure he is keeping himself under control and making sure that that truck, the Cowtails 26, is staying as verbally set in stone to the ground in the clearance section he needs to go. But right now as well, back into the fight, back into the run. Probably a driver a lot of people kept their eye on the last few weeks at Anthony M. Calatani. The Talking Giants 84 right now getting a good run on Ritter. Ritter opened the door up. And he was able to take a good shot in the dark and make the run for it. And the fans have already rooted him in. Ernest King says, good evening, fellas. Have a great show. Brian Spence says, go Sammy. Bobby Skinner says, Talking Giants versus the world. Sammy Harrell right now on the 483 STP dealing with, well, I guess you can best sense to say, a scheme that represents a part of the Petty family. Charles Van Schaik in the 23, the defending Cup Series champion after going back-to-back in Cup rakes right now, looking to try to get some momentum stirred up in the Cup Series, if you will. It's going to be interesting to see if he can get it really dialed in late in the runner, if he's going to have to really figure something early on and then hold to it. So far, though, seems to be trying to just keep a good eye on the tires, see the tire wear and conservation. Let the rest kind of, as they say, come to him. Leading him back in the back right now, Jeff Ramsdale in the 87, very far back, usually what we're accustomed to him with Randy coaching. And now the Wild Man, also in that area. Still scrape up on that 75. Looks like he may have took a little bit of hit in the Commander machine. There's no room for error right now. If you don't believe me, look at how close it is just already. Literally, you can put less than a foot in between some of these guys at times. And again, they're hitting up at speeds of up to 180 miles per hour. 106 right now, topping them off. And that's just entering in those turns. Oh, a little bit of trouble right on the backstretch there. Unfortunately, the 14 Joey Gatina slams it into the wall. And they are currently all trying to maneuver around him. They're slowing down, keeping the pace up. There's not a caution out yet, boys. There's no caution. Keep going. I didn't think they were expecting a caution to pop out there. Not sure what exactly happened there to Katina, but it looked like he may have caught himself coming off of turn number 4 a little bit too aggressively. It's easy to catch that sharp angle to the turn and really find yourself in a bad spot. I think that might have been what happened there and ended up costing him dearly. Brian V. Macklin, last 2 weeks have been nothing but just close calls, close encounters, but no luck and no wins. He's been trying to figure out how to get this thing dialed in just a little bit more. As you can see right behind him, Nick Ritter and EJ Orr going out a little bit. He's currently dealing with the 6 of Mike Kelly right in front of him. Going to the inside though. He's got a run there on Kelly. Kelly trying to keep his machine up to par. The TSN service number 6 Toyota Tundra getting lapped back off. Left him in the turn, left him around the corner. Hard racing here out of the gate for these drivers and some very awesome runs here to start this one off. No austerity drinks is done. Hickman Jr. already working his way on the 3 of San Rongatich. And again, if I ever say anybody's last name wrong, please do let me know so I can make sure I don't make that mistake again. A lot of interesting names I gotta kind of keep track of and a lot of last names to really figure out, so just gotta be aware of that, guys. Oh, scraping into the wall there on the back straightaway. Russell Ottaway, the Sweetwater 89 slams it into the wall off of turn number 2. He's able to recover and keep it off of everyone else, but everyone having to avoid and dodge it. Drivers trying to steer their way through. What an absolute mad dash, mad last run for everybody just to try to make it through in this case. Grace Burnett, the number 8 in the 79 here. Trey Edison right now mixing it up a little bit in the front of the fight. Every driver for themselves here. The 3G number 8. Whoa, hang on down there. Edison getting just a little bit too close for comfort, I'm thinking. Got to be a little bit more on the patient side and really kind of watch the field and work the way to the rest. Speaking of working the field and for the rest, here comes Macklin. The 30 right now has put the Navy brat to the fight. He has manned the cannons. And now he's on a move. He's on a major attack situation here. Ritter trying to defend. Ritter probably playing a thing. It probably feels like he's in a game of Battleship right now. Right now, he's the one getting his battleship sunk. Mike Kelly, number 6, made a good little charge early on. 2 spots up in the top 5 for now. But again, he's got a long road ahead of him and still a lot of hard racing to be had. The Talking Giants 84, though, of Anthony M. Talatani right now looking desperately to get to Jose Gonzalez with only just a few short laps remaining here on stage number 1. Lingering over close here, looking in the rear view mirror, the 88 of Nick Rader has found his radar perfectly right on the 5's back bumper. Coleman trying to defend him down. The adrenaline shock. 5 of Coleman versus the Yeti 88 of Raider. Tyler Dawn getting ahead of them a little earlier on. Scott Simley down and EJ Orrick trying to have a little fun with him as well at their own expenses. A couple laps remain. 1 more lap to go here in stage number 1. This time on by for Jose Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to keep Catalani right behind him. But it is a master class field still desperately trying to find the move on the edge. Right front's taking a very massive beating. Some drivers having to lay low for a couple laps just to try to get the trucks to stabilize down. But in this case, if you're able to keep the RPMs up, steer it clear, and hold on to the line, you can do what you see today, which is Jose Gonzalez off of turn number 4. Take stage number 1 home. He is your stage number 1 winner. And Anthony Catalani definitely going to be looking very carefully at what that run took and off of his tires and what it will take to catch up with the rest of the field. Some drivers trying to play a little bit more conservative, it seemed like, throughout the first part of this one. But I don't think that's necessarily going to be the best strategy long term. I think it's going to really bring a lot of guys to their limit here. Well, race fans are going to pit road right now. We're going to take a look at our on-time flip cam here. We'll see if anybody goes into pit road and doesn't decide to come out for a little bit longer than the others. Pit stops, so many, pit stops plenty. Out of pit road, Macklin. Oh my, big start out there for the 30. Macklin only taking, looks like, some fuel and right side tires out of that one. Big jump up to the front for the Macklin cam. Right now, everybody currently just getting squared up back onto the track. Trying to set themselves accordingly and trying to watch themselves on the playing field here. A lot of heavy hits and heavy runs so far being thrown their way. Making for a bit of a chaotic little end of the start. Many drivers actually forcefully getting thrown back in the pack there. Makes us some just unfortunately bad issues there. Ryan V. Macklin and Jack Coleman back in pit road. Macklin, I don't know, got some mechanical problems down there or what's going on, but he's not going to have a very good starting end here. He was looking to start on the front, but now that has completely gone the other way around. Justin Panic says, "Let's go 84 TG versus the world." I'm pretty, or TW. I think he's talking Giants versus the world the way I'm thinking. And Bobby Skinner kind of having to remind us about Daytona. Well, for those at home that don't know, EJ Orrick and the M. Calatani last time out, they were one-on-one with one another. It was Orrick that would get the better of Catalani, or Calatani, excuse me. But what happened was, they're going down that back stretch. The 84 trying to save and swerve his way out of trouble, only to find himself trapped in EJ's front bumper. There could be some receipts be given here in a minute. We're about to find out, but as we bring him off the front straightaway here, green flag back in the air. We're back at it at Atlanta. Look at this, 3 deep in. Not the best start, looks like, for the other ones, but up front, EJ Orrick and Catalani. Calatani gonna go at it. Calatani this time will get the better of Orrick off the start. Orrick getting passed up by Gonzalez, and Gonzalez and Calatani are now going to battle for the race lead. Meanwhile, back behind him, the 87 Steve Ritter looked like he got kind of trapped between a rock and a hard place. Couldn't quite get the truck to square up. Nearly 3 deep on the front straightaway. And the fans are pleased by these starts, it seems, and they're liking what they see. EJ Orrick, he loses more ground. I think he might be having some tire troubles down there. It doesn't look like he took tires, or more or less just took fuel. I think he's trying to test the waters a little bit. Speaking of test the waters a little bit, here comes Gonzalez. Headed in the middle, rocking it around. The 84 going to fall back one position for now. It is Gonzalez, your new leader. Roger Stitch right now trying to heat Ritter right in front, right behind him here, trying to maintain the distance and maintain the grip and the gravity of what they are dealing with. The EC Delco number 3 currently deprived of any good positions and any good finishes, but right now he's 12 spots up in this field in this start. Parking them right down on the inside. Here comes the number 13 that is being driven tonight by, it looks like if I get a number on that one here, I'm trying to get a number on him. That is actually the 37 of Alberto Ibar, or Abar, I believe it's Ibar here. Alberto, man, you gotta get that number situation figured out, dude. I can't figure out either the 13 or the 37, and for those at home that don't understand what I'm talking about, you see what his number was on his truck. That's what the number I see on my end. That's because iRacing has got the SIM number located on them, and then they have the custom numbers designed on them as well. Even James Smith here, he's got a different number. He's got the 22, but he's in the 80 on my end. But nevertheless, the Hooters 22 of Smith right now dealing with pressure from Simley as Samuel Harrell takes it up high side, looking on with Smith below. Bit of a drawback here around up to the front. Look out. Here comes the 519 of Tyler Dalton, who won Las Vegas Motor Speedway last time out. He's wanted to get one bin here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. A style track where no more has his shooting grounds. It looks like he took stage 1 as kind of a little practice session and see what happens here. Talking Giants 8-4, looks like he may be having a little bit of problems kind of keeping up the speed and the pressure. Might be feeling a little bit of the momentum starting to sway. Or he could just be backing up, and I could just be talking out of the you-know-what's around here. Down the back straightaway here, right into turn 3, Ritter and Calatani back and forth. You literally put less than an inch between them. I said a foot earlier, now that was less than an inch. Those two were deadlocked side by side, trying to side draft the other, trying to build the speed in as the 88 looks in deep, looking for a run off the corners. Raider putting the pressure on. Again, saying that behind that draft too, once you're right in that line, you're right in that opening, you then have a good chance to make your move and make your presence felt to where it forces every driver to kind of look inside that mirror. It's a mental process, it's a mental mind game that challenges your thoughts as much as it challenges your overall driving abilities to make sure you do not let it get the better of you. And right there, it didn't get the better of Ritter, but Raider is still putting the pressure on him, trying to keep a good hand on those tires and a good grip on the track. As the rest of the field currently right now just being separated out further as we go. We're trying to keep up with everybody here, but there's so much action going on the track. It's hard to really keep up and really hard to kind of keep down on. We're trying to stay kind of closer to the front. That's where most of the action's been today, but we are going back to pack for Joey Katina and then the other 22, John Fowler. And the Dirty Monkey Motorsports 22 going one-on-one here now with the Wild Man himself, Alan Wild. John McMillan Sr. in the 38 Goodwrench service machine. Looking to pop down a little bit of a number and run away where he can. Skinner saying the 84 is running way better on the inside. Very much could be. That's usually where the fastest line is here in Atlanta. The outside does have a little bit of merit though. You have a little bit more grip and a little bit more power up there. With the bottom lane being a little bit slicker and a little tighter to handle. But the problem is the outside is that very extreme tough exit of the corners, especially in turn 4. Remember, it's almost like a sharp edge turn you're going right into, then straight into the quad oval, not tri-oval, the quad oval. Just forces drivers' hands constantly and forces them to really make or break situations. Rolling up on about 14 laps remaining here in stage number 2. What a race so far, race fans. We thank and appreciate you all for tuning in tonight here. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like and follow us up here on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube. We've got a fresh one down there with Push Splits Racing League. It was a fun one to see, and it was honestly, for me, it was fun to race. I hope you guys enjoyed, and honestly, I swear I didn't mean to bash my car in the outside wall on the final lap there. Sorry there, Wally Bab. A bit of a single file draft right now. Currently looks like everybody's starting to feel the pressure on the tires and on the controlling of the truck. The handles on these things, man, they're extremely difficult to get a grip and a feel for after a while. So you have to kind of really lay in there, really maintain the position, maintain your grip, and hopefully it all works out in your favor and goes out okay. But that's easier said than done. Battle for second. TSN service number 6 of Mike Kelly. Now gotta go one-on-one with the madman himself, Tyler Dalton. Dalton has been an animal as of late in both series, Cup and Trucks. He told me earlier today, I would love nothing more than to take home both championships if it is possible. But I will not outrun somebody over in any of these races. I will run my line and run my race. I've already got my play track win in, so I'm happy with that. understand what Skinner said on that last comment there. Skinner, you know, that's a little bit rude, you know. Although, fans have their thoughts on it, and I don't blame them. I think we're gonna look at it right now here. Again, you gotta remember these drivers, they all race for the same cause and the same feelings, same mindsets. They all want to win, but sometimes can't always get out of that mess or get out of trouble when you think you expect it. Back in the pack right now, Aaron Action Jackson in the 12, Jack Coleman in the 5, and the 93 and Bud Scherer in the 33rd, 34th, and 35th respectively, which, now that I say that out loud, for that talent name pool that I just named there, I would not in my life ever thought I would see them that far back without any damage, without any issues, and struggling this much to stay up to the front. That is just showing you how hard this competition has now become. Last season, you had the gold standard, Aaron Smith, going out there and laying down lap after lap after lap after lap with win after win after win after win. This season, this is a completely different idealistic ideology here. It's you better drive to survive, and you better hope you can catch a break or two, because, my friends, you need it more than anything here. That is how crazy this is now getting here. I can't believe it. It's almost turned into a bit of a parody, but I'm telling you, that's what this sport sometimes needs, is a little bit of just one drive, or just multiple drivers going out there and forcing everybody's hand to show, hey, you gotta go for a win. You better know how to race each track. You better know how to win them out there, because these races are not going to get any easier to take home. And speaking of taking home, it's time to take a look at Jose Gonzalez's home run race right now, because so far today, he's been almost perfect. Only losing the lead out for just a brief fleeting amount of time. And after that, well, the numbers don't lie. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Look at the numbers here. On Mike Kelly anyway, he's been pretty much just pouring the speed on him. He has not let him think about it. He has not let him breathe one little bit. He's just been on the move and just controlling this race from the word go. Absolutely insane to believe. Well, the Talking Giants has had enough of looking at that TSN RCSM 519's rear end. He's looking for a run now. Calatani right now. Right now, in my opinion, this is definitely looking pretty good for him. Mike Kelly, though, kind of being the gatekeeper to the rest of the run. Down on the inside, the 19 of Dalton right now, going head-to-head here with the 84. Well, they always said it's TG versus TW, the Talking Giants versus the world. Well, it looks like it is indeed again. Off of turn number 4, another hard drive off as the 3 of Ronk6 trying to keep his line in, trying to hammer it on down. From Lake Alamo, Minnesota. The 3 having to travel a little bit of a way down here to Atlanta Motor Speedway here in Atlanta, Georgia. Whoa! And also get himself a little bit cross-sided here on the track. Can't give him too much room. Can't get too out of control here. You think the way they're running right now, they were battling for the race lead, but nope. But sure, the 93, again, a former round of 4 playoff driver, literally just getting thrown back in the pack here. Absolutely crazy to believe. And even crazier to think too, Charles Van Schaik, he's all the way in 38th right now. Mechanical problems for him. Cody Sturgill not even able to get the truck out. There are some huge names I just named off that are either a laps down or not even in the race. Samuel even, he's also not even in this one. And Christoph Hall is about to feel the pressure here as he's now going to get put on the lap down. Everybody right now is getting a whole lot of trouble and nothing thrown their way as Jose Gonzalez off the final laps, off the final stretch, brings it right off of turn number 2. Cow Tails, number 26, once again finds the right line, finds the right speed, and Jose Gonzalez is going to bring home another stage win. Stage number 2 belongs to Jose. Wow. I've just got word from CJ Sturgill that he was serving a suspension for wrecking somebody earlier last week, I believe. CJ, that's a darn shame there, sir, but we do really appreciate you coming on board in the comment section here on our broadcast. Thanks for tuning on in here, buddy. And for the clarification as well. When we come back, race fans, we're just about ready to call this one a day. But at Lamar Speedway, you got 50 laps to the distance coming up. Who's going to win this one out? Find out when we return. Race fans, tonight's race has been brought to you in part by our friends at Race Today Sports Memorabilia, the one-stop shop for all your racing needs and sports designs and all that to get yourself going in the crazy world of sports and motorsports. Be sure to visit Race City Sports Memorabilia today. Gonzalez is going to be in a very big pressurized situation here. This is going to be a very tough call. There you see the 3 he's in right now. Zach going into pit road. There's the 88 down now in pits. Mike Kelly, Tyler Dalton, Jose Gonzalez, Anthony M. Calatani. Big pit stop moves here. We're going to take a quick look here. Look at the pit. Look at coming out. Looks like out of first. Steve Ritter is going to be the one that's up front there. And coming out of pit road, they're first off the gate. It is indeed going to be Jose Gonzalez. Anthony M. Calatani, though, he'll stay in that second spot. Mike Kelly getting into the third. Zach running 6. Looks like he's going to get the 4th spot. Looks like Mike Kelly just barely beats him out of pit road. Tyler Dalton, Steve Ritter, and Nick Rader all getting in their way as well. Ron Holyfield, Jeff Ramsdell, and John Hickman Jr. I was going to say John Hickman Jr. coming out 10th, but it'll be Maurice Burnett who takes over the 10th spot. Justin Pennick says that 84 runs a long run car, knows how to save his stuff. Let's keep this final stage clean. Well, we went 20, we went 30, now, or 25, I guess, laps straight in. Now we have 50 laps to complete. This is indeed a very tall order for any driver that has been lapped down or thrown into the back of the pack. We started with 41 drivers making the call today. And right now on the lead lap, that is anyway, we have only 34. Joe Hudson, John Hickman Jr. and all them trying to hurry up back in there. Charles Van Slyke as well. They're all trying to get quickly up to the pack coming out of turn number 2. Well, right now, if you put your money where on anybody, I think you have to go with that 26 of Gonzalez. Skinner even say he's going to be tough there. Yeah, the thing is, Gonzalez has been picture perfect so far these first 2 stages. My ultimate question is, on a long run, can he survive the 45 plus laps he's got left? He's got to handle. The moment of truth is now engaged. Race fans, here we go. Off of corner number 4 to the RCSM restart zone for the final time today. Here we go. The final stage begins. Stop from turn number 3, turn number 2, we're 3 wide deep in. They're heading for turn 3 with a huge run coming in. 3 wide still off the corners. Macklin, Alberto, and James Smith. Not giving an inch, but it's Macklin with the advance off the 3 wide. From the front straightaway back to the fight. Mike Kelly in the number 6 right now looking to intervene on Jose Gonzalez. On the number 26, Cowtails. Gonzalez trying to keep the speed up. Kelly will try to match his RPMs and match the draft. The rest of the field right now looking on, knowing what they've got to play with and what they've got to work with. Down for Tyler Dolan too, you can see him working the wheel in, trying to set the pace and trying to set it down. Jeff Ramsdale in the 97 also kind of coming right through into the field, trying to stabilize down Shannon Wood in the 02. First time we've really seen him in this top 15 bracket. He's currently in 12, and he started in 12 today. Ernest King, the 25, he's 10 spots up. Hard Charger right now, currently 24 up. That is Ron Holyfield in the 11. And Ron, throughout this season, has had a close win at Daytona. Came runner-up there. Had a bit of a heartbreaker at Vegas last week. Having to be really kind of jabbed in the back and smacked around a little bit. Looking to try to change that today. Jeff Ramsdale, the number 97, though, trying to bring the DuPont Rainbow Warriors up to the fight and into the fray. Pressure looming and pressure's on right now on all drivers. Tyler Dolan and Steve Ritter right now going back and forth with one another. Meanwhile, the 88 of Nick Rader dropping it in across Dalton's front bumper. This is exactly what, as a driver, you need to bring to the table. You've got to stay focused and really keep a close eye in proximity to what you're up to and where you're trying to reel the drive out at. Every move matters and every spot can count. Ramsdale and Ron Holyfield right now battling for that top 10 spot. That's 8th position they're going for right at the moment. You can see Holyfield trying to keep Ramsdale way low and out of the position. But the more he keeps battling one, the more one lingers around. Maurice Burnett, 16 up. He started back at 26. He's in 10th. Good little move off. Uh-oh, almost too good of a move off. 3 wide down into turn number 1 through 2. And it's Ernest King who backs out. Doesn't want nothing to do with it. Ernest right now, man, talk about having to make some good charges, some big moves when he had to. But again, just feeling the pressure. He's not quite able to get the same kind of run, the same kind of speed or the openings he's looking for. Trying to see if there's anything left he can really hammer down and try to take off. As the rest of the field still hunt down Jose Gonzalez. Gonzalez still winless throughout the season and throughout his time on Pizza Race TV. He's got a lot of run and a lot of heart right now, and he is putting it to everybody and throwing everything he's got to the wire. Meanwhile, back in the pack right now, Shannon Wood going out here with James Smith and Chad Coleman also lingering around. Dakota Kramer, the 42 Olympian, currently just trying to keep himself out of trouble here. Qualified 16th, currently at 17th. Not quite the same run we're used to seeing out of him. Alberto Ibar right now, and then number 37 opening the door up there on the outside like a run and like a hard charger. You just can't stop a full throttle assault from running you down. And a little bit of a Commander versus Army Brat and engaging here. The Commander, Alan Wild, charges his men ahead of the Army troops. Ryan Cook says, let's go Team 43. Sammy Harrell, after being put a lap down almost, finally getting his time back on the track. He's in 13th right now, trying to hold on. Meanwhile, up to the front as well, Aaron Action Jackson and Chad Coleman starting to breathe some life. I thought honestly earlier on the way they were looking, things were not going to bode well for them and they weren't going to be able to keep up. I have been played a monkey once more. .66 out of the 101 laps so far. We have seen everybody has just been eyeing each corner, each turn, just trying to make one run out of another. Nobody is safe yet. Down on the backstretch to turn number 3. Scott Simley and Maurice Burnett dropping low. Hard charge down on the inside. Now corner for the turn. Simley trying to hold off Burnett. Or is Maurice trying to hold off Simley? Hard to say, but one thing's for sure now. You've got company in the mix. Here comes the Mac attack. It's Brian V. Macklin right on the attack yet again. Almost catching the corner there. The number 8 at 3G of Burnett. Burnett able to hold the line down. Ryan Cook says, wish I was on track with these boys right now. Ryan, we wish you were too. We hope you can get back on the track here soon, my friend. Coleman, again, the driver that we talk so much about in the Cup Series for his just absolute tremendous amount of speed and power that he's brought to the table. The teams though in the Truck Series may not have actually translated well for him, and he hasn't been able to really keep his momentum up, really take control of it. One guy though that I genuinely have been impressed by is this AC Delco number 3, Zach Ronstadt. He has been just picture perfect today. Ronstadt's man, I don't know what he's got underneath that hood or what he's been really be able to accomplish. But he has just been narrowing down each corner, every little turn, every little spot. And Mike Kelly and Jose Gonzalez still trying to keep up the pressure and trying to deal with all the fight on. Cook says we'll be back Saturday, hopefully. Well, when you do come back, we'll certainly be rooting for you to come on, fire it out with the boys. On the inside, Kelly and Zach rocking and rolling off of turn 2. Slight advantage to Kelly, managing to keep the right front squared up on the end there. At the end, Calatani right now holding down the 4th spot right now. Steve Ritter and Tyler Dalton going out a little bit. Ritter passed by Dalton. Dalton has speed, but again, I don't think he's got the long run speed that we have seen from guys like Gonzalez and Calatani. Even Kelly's honestly kind of got him duked out a little bit there as well. So many things going on at once, really. It's so hard to keep up anymore. The personal comfort 41 of EJ Orrick. Now moving his teams to Ramsdale and Holyfield. Hard Chargers again. Holyfield 23 spots up. Jeff Ramsdale, he's 19 spots up. The only other drivers that are 20 up and all that, well, that would be Jerry Livingston in the 96. One of our lone Canadian drivers up there with John McMillan Sr. and Bud Shearer. Only 3 Canadians coming onto the track and on the run today, showing that it's not just an American blooded sport, the North American side. has its fair share too. Field rocking through. Mike Kelly here, passed up by Zach. And look at this, Gonzalez, you've got company coming your way, sir. And it looks like his lap time's slowly starting to fade a little bit. This may not be what he wants to see. Could possibly he have overdriven just a little bit too much? Is Zach Rondesit right now overdriving himself? Remember as well, fuel mileage is going to play a factor. They only get 75% fuel. This is not going to be enough to finish this one out, now with what they've got up their hand. Pit stops now being made. Maurice Burnett, John Hickman Jr., and John McMillan Sr., they all headed in pit road, or, well, never mind, I guess they did not. On my end, I thought they were there, but it looks like they will not be. Or, well, maybe they are. I don't know. Oh, yeah, they are in exit pit road there. Just sorry for the jump cut there. John Hickman Jr. is in pit road. 25 laps remain here at Atlanta. Uh-oh, look out down there. Trouble. Turn number 4. We got one spinning. We've got a spinner down at turn number 4. I'm trying to get a number on that one. Not quite sure who we have that spun out, but that will cost drivers that went into pit road a lot of time and effort here. We're going to the P-Team Racing TV Instant Replay. We're going to try and catch who spun on the initial impact there. Trying to see if we can see exactly who was the spinner. Oh, we got it right now. Aaron Action Jackson is the one that had spun it out there. We're going to take a close look and see if we can find the culprit to this. Oh, I think I know what happened now. Oh, man. Gatina trying to not hit him. Ends up clobbering him. Jackson was trying to go to pit road and gets a good smack in the back and a whack in the deck. And Aaron Action Jackson can't be too happy of a camper there. Jose Gonzalez probably thinking he just either caught a break or he just found his worst situation come to life. Either way, he now has to get his pit crew to work with him, and he needs to make sure he's got everybody dialed in. That's what happens sometimes on these pit road stops. You just never know. Uh-oh, we still don't know what's going on down there. We got one end pit road spun out. These guys are just having all sorts of issues, even under caution. They're trying to avoid trouble, and they're trying to stay out of trouble, but right now, the biggest question is who gets in and out of pit road first? Looks like a mass majority of them are taking right side tires here. Left side's getting put on as well. I see Calatani getting them on. Look out though, Dalton. He gets the run off, and he's going to take over the third spot. Gonzalez, Ronditich, Dalton, Calatani, and Ritter, your top 5 from pit road. It would appear so there, sir. I think they went for 4. Well, race fans, we've got 20 laps remaining. This really falls under the style that Jose liked earlier, because that was his stage laps. He had a workaround, but everybody else probably paid close attention to that as well. They may have learned from their mistakes. The question remains, will they have the power and the run to take this one into control? In contention, this could get interesting. Green flag back high in the air. Here we go once more. Driving them maxed out, back straight away here. Every driver for themselves trying to make an early run for it. Jose Gonzalez, Tyler Dalton managing their way through. Dalton has got a run on him. Ron Chitro is not far behind. Look at Rogerson right into the inside. Zach Rogerson right going for the drive off, trying to take it to the 26 now after the 19. He's got the speed. He's got the draft, but he needs to find a way to pass. Remember, nobody has passed Jose Gonzalez all day long. It's always been he started somewhere lower in the back. And while with mechanical problems down there, it's going to pit road. But look at this. Here we go. Tyler Dalton going to be the first to attempt it. He goes to the inside, but no run, no give from the 26. They drive him right through. Ronjich right now is currently in a mad dash trying to take it around the 19. You can feel the pressure, you can feel the momentum. It has shifted, it has swayed, and it's thrown itself around all day long. Parking him right around on the front, turn one, turn number two here. Anthony M. Calantani right now trying to hold down the 6. Kelly looking to put everybody further along to the back of the pack. EJ Ork in the 41 getting ahead, back from down a few paces and quite a few positions to be able to march right through in this one. And sneakily kind of hide in the background. Oh! Chad Coleman there. Managing to swerve around as Steve Ritter there off of turn number 4. He gets a good little kiss to the wall. Love tap all day. Hangs on though. The number 7 Scott 7. The 7 of Scott Simley right now trying to move his way back down to the dash as well. Here they are bringing him down to the faces and down the wire here on the back stretch. 16 turns to 15 laps to go. Coming right around 3 wide off the back half there. Butcher yet again trapped in the mix of it. EJ Ork right now looking to defend the Daytona win with a solid win here at Atlanta. Ronix right now currently absolutely got to be living right now. Ronix straight was so clear and so clean off of everything he was doing. Thought he had something to take with Jose Gonzalez. That pit stop and that caution had cost him. And it cost him a lot of time, I feel. Jose Gonzalez currently seems to have finally got himself a little bit more breathing room with only 13 laps left to go. Dalton is not getting any extra speed or any more paces off him, and he's seemingly starting to wither away. Again, though, is he playing possum? Is he trying to give him a false lead? Gonzalez knows they cannot let Dalton take control of that ideal or really give him any thought about taking that over. If you give somebody just a little bit of speed, a little bit of a snippet in terms of that you're afraid of what they'll do, well, as the racing lord once said, have mercy, because you better strap that belt in and you better grip that wheel tight and hold for the best, because you're holding on, my son. Driving them now down. Tires are starting to get a little cooked up. They're going to drive them into the turn. Uh-oh, and Rudich is in the wall. Rogic is in the wall there off at the turn number 2. He gets into the back straightaway. He had nowhere to go and got trapped in there. Tried to stay the most speed and the most power, but there was nowhere he can be had. And unfortunately, it cost him dearly. The Talking Giants at 84 now, trying to walk like a giant and crush them under his competition's foot. His competitive line right now starting to fall a little bit deeper in. Ron Holyfield and Scott Simley still doing it out of here a little bit with 10 laps to go. This time on by. The pressure is extremely felt right now, and it's giving every driver a little bit more of a handful, a little bit more power under the hood to press the fuel. But it's not making it any easier here. They're nearly 3 wide off of turn number 4. A little puff of smoke coming out of there. Looks like Scherer might have had some troubles down there. It might have been somebody else. That might be Casey Duncan, actually. I don't know. Not got a number on that one. I'm just seeing what's on my live timing sheets right now. Right now, Richard Crane has jumped into pit road, so it could have been him. But meanwhile, Joe Hudson taking advantage of Ritter's mistake earlier, entering into that wall protection. Ernest King trying to do much the same. Shannon Wood back once again in his same spot he was starting at all day long. He started 12. Oh, hold on there. Look out, King. King's going for a ride. He's popping wheelies down there. Ernest, this is not rallycross. You're not supposed to go on the grass and pop some wheelies. What do you think? This is a monster truck show? Went dead in the grass, opened up his own lawn care service, then he decided to go out and freestyle and pretend he was either a monster truck or he was a rallycross car catching some air. Either way, he lost all that ground and speed there, driving that line in and that deep around. Jeff Ramsdale trying to make a comeback here, trying to make a little bit of fight on to him. Let's look at our lap times right now here with 7 laps to go. And this is without a doubt right now what Gonzalez wants to see. Nothing but orange, nothing but gain. That means he has gained on Dalton. Dalton has not gained anything. Bobby Sears said he tried to do the Dale. He wanted to do a pass in the grass. Well, whatever you want to look at it, I'll give you that. Another 10th gain there for Gonzalez. Gonzalez right now is in the driver's seat. Dalton probably just questioning to himself how the heck he ended up in this situation and how was he not even able to get around him. He had a chance earlier, but he failed to really kick up the speed. I've got a feeling it probably had to do something with the right front starting to give way and give out on him. Hard to really say, but either way, what it did is it kind of completely messed out his run and didn't give him much of a chance there. Lining up back around right now, Oric, Macklin, and Calantani all deadlocked in position with 5 laps to go. Running out of time and running out of the paces. Laps left. Field starting to get a little bit more spread out as well. Some drivers, though, they have no quit. The only thing they know how to do is just run the line. The adrenaline shock 5 right back underneath of Nick Rader, and he is not giving him room to yet. He is having all he wants for his troubles. The 11 of Ron Holyfield right now looking to move right back underneath as well. Raider here is currently on the radar for being put on the attack and put on the offensive. He's trying to play defense and offense at the same time. Unfortunately, like most good NFL teams, really it only seems like one team can really figure out how to get everything working around both sides. As they get it right up there, a little bit 2 laps to go. Coleman gets bumped by Raider. Both drivers staying under control. Tyler Dalton right now dealing with pressure from EJ Ork and Anthony Calantani. Calantani right now trying to get one more position up. Trying to redeem himself from Daytona. But off of corner number 3. It is Jose Gonzalez, your race leader, with just one more flag needing to come out after this one. White flag high in the air. It is Jose Gonzalez to the lead and for the run. EJ Ork, one last dash. Big jump to the bottom. Slider crossing him over. Dalton back to underneath. Ork trying to hold on. It's going to be a drag race down the back straightaway. Dalton and Ork going hard for the run. Calantani right in the mix. But off of corner number 3 to turn number 4, it's going to be Jose Gonzalez bringing the 26 Cowtails to victory lane. And to the line, it's going to be EJ Ork taking down Tyler Dalton and Calantani to the line. What a race. All stages and no troubles taking this one home. Jose Gonzalez has done it. Started second, wins it out here in Atlanta. What a performance. It's official. Celebration times for the 26. What a victory. Here is your Race City Sports Memorabilia results now on your screen. A long, long road, but never challenged after he got ahead. Gonzalez wins it. Ork with a fight out to the back of the pack to the front. Taking it for second. Final on the podiums for Tyler Dalton. Once again, another podium and another solid state in for his day. Anthony Calantani making up for Daytona and Las Vegas with a strong run here in Atlanta. Brian V. Macklin, great run yet again. Started 5th, finishes 5th. Scott Simley, once again, he just does not quit. And he goes for broke for 6th. 7th going to Mike Kelly. Started 7th, he finishes 7th. The 24th spot up, hard charger. That was Ron Holyfield. He'll be nudged out there by Jerry Livingston by 1. He'll actually be way back in the pack though. But 9th spot here for Zach Ronich. Zach, let me know by your last name how to say it properly, man. And then 10th being Chad Coleman in the number 5, rounding out your top 10 in this one. Your rest of your finishers on your screen as well here, race fans, as we're about ready to chat up with every one of these drivers that came here tonight to put on a show for you fans at home. And tonight we're going to start off with a man that has been on a roll throughout this season, throughout the Cup Series and Truck Series. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Dalton on the line here. And Tyler, man, my friend, you have indeed been able to keep this thing on the charge and on the playing field. Another podium, sir. How did this one feel today? Yep, hold on a minute. I think somebody forgot to get my mic working here. Producers, you gotta fix that next time. Tyler, you got me now?
Yeah.
Okay, did you hear anything we said, or do you want me to repeat?
I didn't hear a word.
Good point. Okay, so, yeah, 3rd place today yet again. Another podium out of just a completely podium-sized series of events so far in Cup and Truck Series. How was this one today here in Atlanta?
Hard to pass. Clean air was definitely king, as you saw there with Jose. Tried to make a run on him there early on in the run. That's about the only time that you could make a pass really, and then burnt the tires off trying to stay with him, which let EJ get by me there on the last lap. That was a good battle with EJ, but it's just a situation where truck just got too tight with the lower fuel, and one of the few times when it needed that extra fuel to get it to turn.
Yeah, definitely had a little bit of hard time there. And you talk about dirty air and trying to get it to turn. You did make a pretty good move there off, I believe it was about 20 laps or so to go into turn 3 on him. Did that dirty air really be the main factor, or were the tires also having a little bit of troubles keeping underneath you?
Well, that move there was I had to make a late apex there, a late entrance, and I could have driven in there harder. I may have slid up into him, and I've known Jose for a long time. I'm not going to take any chances there. I'm going to make sure I race him clean. He always races me clean, so just a situation where I don't know. Maybe if it had been maybe it had been the last lap, you don't lift there, but 20 to go, you aren't going to take chances there. And at that point, it was just like I said, hard to pass. With the dirty air, you get to somebody, and especially as the leader, it's like you could just check out. So
For sure there. Well, nevertheless, though, Dalton, you're going to come away today here with a top 3 position today. So you know the drill. Who do you want to thank her for all this one?
I thank all the 7500 Mafia. I know that a lot of us had pretty good finishes today. Had Ron there finished top 8. Joe Hudson 11th. Joey was back there in 15th. Shannon 13th. We had some good runs. Hopefully we can continue that as the season goes on, and we're going to go out here and keep trying to get more bonus points as the season goes on and get ready for the playoffs.
Dalton, congratulations on our podium today, sir.
Thank you.
Dalton, ladies and gentlemen, taking it home for a 3rd place finish. Coming away today second, though, here, really making another good use of that when he got at Daytona. EJ Oric pops up another big battle run here and takes home 2nd place. Oric, congratulations on that, man. I gotta ask you, bud, you had to make a few desperate moves and some big jumps there around some of these guys. What was it like having to fight out Dalton there on the last couple laps, though?
I tell you what, Christian, racing Tyler Dalton is fun. He's always clean, respectful, nice guy. I've been racing him for, I don't know, man, 10 years probably now. And yeah, you can make those kind of moves when you can trust the people around you. So that's really what mostly what it comes down to.
Comes down to it really makes for a good run off the gates and out of the positions. For you and this team, though, I mean, man, you've had lots of hard racing, some little bit of bad luck and build up every now and then, but this season so far has seemingly gone the way you needed to. I mean, where do you kind of take it from here in this case?
Yeah, we won Daytona and finished 5th last week in 2nd here, so that's pretty impressive for this personal comfort Chevrolet. Really happy to to do that, and I won't be here next week. I'll be down in Daytona for the race, so unfortunately, 41 will be sitting in the garage. So, but we'll have a lot of fun, and we'll see what we can do. Just happy to be racing here. The Goat Racing League's real great, and partnership with 7500. So this is a lot of fun.
For sure there. All right. Well, Oric, man, congratulations here on the 2nd place finish today here. We'll catch you next time on out here, my friend.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, EJ Oric puts up another number. But this time around, the guy that takes it home to victory lane, Jose Gonzalez, will win it out here in the number 26. Jose, man, long time coming, a long road here for this one. As you show the fans something new here, what was it like out there just to bring it to these guys today?
Yeah, what's up, guys? Yeah, it was a great race for me. I usually do pretty well in Atlanta, and I really like this track and this set and the track. If you're in front, you got the clean air. It's very important. So I just tried to grab the lead as fast as I could. Both times we went green and just cruised basically. And I just tried to save tires. And as soon as I saw somebody getting closer, trying to make a move, I would step on it and be a little more aggressive. But the rest was just trying to save my stuff.
Trying to save your stuff, trying to make good use of the runs when you can here. I know you had a lot of pressure, had a lot of stuff going kind of crazily throughout this day. But for you and this team, I mean, I got to ask you, sir, I mean, when all it boils down to, this is probably one of the bigger wins of your career. I mean, what does it feel like to just even take sense that you won all the stages and you pretty much were unchallenged when you were in that race lead throughout this entire day?
Yeah, I would love to say it was all me, but it's it's the circumstances that the clean air was so important. I was able to capitalize on that, and I got some friends back that wanted to catch up on me, and they just didn't have the stuff. I mean, the dirty air was really tough tonight. So, you know, sometimes you get bad luck, and sometimes you get good lucks, and today was my luck.
Indeed, indeed, my friend. Well, nevertheless, here, sir, I gotta ask you, you come away with a win today. Who do you want to thank you for all this?
Well, actually, I want to thank you guys, BTN Racing. We really appreciate you guys broadcasting these races, and we always enjoy to watch the races after we race, and appreciate you guys.
For sure there. Well, nevertheless, here it is great to hear from you again, Jose, man. Congratulations on your first win ever here on P2 Racing TV.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Jose Gonzalez, ladies and gentlemen, fires down and brings it to victory lane. What a performance, race fans. What a day. This was a wild one here. This was a good one. We thank and appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning on in. We thank and appreciate every single sponsor and driver that helped out, from Race Safe Sports Memorabilia to all the Go Racing League. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Next, no, not tomorrow night. We'll see you guys Thursday night as the Pit Stall Racing Super Series brings us back some more Super Speedway action here on the show. We'll see you guys then. Take care now, everybody.